Hello in the next episode. In today's video I'm going to repair PlayStation 5, which came in for the no power 1 second blue light of that repair. Can we fix it? Let's fix it! Alright, so at the beginning I just want to apologize that I didn't release any video during last time. It's been 3 months because, you know, I've got so many repair. We've got 3 extra repair shops to cooperate with, and they've got massive amount of repairs. We've got at the moment about 50 PS5, 50 Nintendo Switches, and 20 Xbox Series X. It's many of them, so I'm not able to make a video of every single repair, because the most of them, there are some common issues like HDMI port repairs, you know, the disk drive repairs, etc, etc. So I don't want to make the same videos every single day. So today I've got very special repair. So that means I've already found the problem and I know what's wrong with the console. But you know, for this video purpose, I will simulate that I'm doing this first time, okay? So let's fix it. So this is our hero. So I'm just plugging the power cable in, okay? Let's power this on. I'm going to press the power button now. And as you can see, we've got blue light and it's gone. When I press one more time, nothing happens, but when I press again, we've got the same issue. So we've got some power issues. So let's measure some voltages. Alright, so black probe on the ground. And do we have 12 volts? Yes, we have. I noticed that we've got all voltages. 5 volts, 12 volts. Here, we've got 3.2, 3.2. Yeah, we've got all voltages, what we need. This red is missing. We should have here 3.3, and here we should have 1.8 volts here, but it's absent. Alright, so we've got all voltages, and what I can say to you that I've already checked the fuses, and all fuses are good, intact. So what is the next step? You've got all fuses good, all voltages are present, except this 3.3 volts and 1.8. I'm going just to unplug the console power cable. And the next step, we're going to use this device. We're going to communicate with UART. The points are here. We need to connect 3 wires. One is ground, one is TX, another one is RX. So yeah, let's do this. So the first thing what I'm going to do, I'm just going to solder the wires to the certain points. So how can we know where to solder the wires? I'll show you quickly. So as you can see, the first pin here on the right hand side is a ground. Next one is TX, another one is RX. Okay, so RX we need to connect to the TX. The same is with the TX, we need to connect to the RX, and ground is normal. And this is, as you can see, the second generation of the motherboard. This is the small board. This one is the old big motherboard like I've got. And this one is the little bit newer. Alright, so let's solder these points to the console. So this is my ground. Alright, so everything is connected. Alright, so now I'm plugging, you know, this device to my PC. We've got the light. And if the sold bridge is in good working condition, we can get some error codes. But if there is some problems with it, that means first step we need to fix sold bridge IC, and then we can diagnose further what's wrong if there is something else. So from this point, we just need to use special software to get the code if the sold bridge is good. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to use this app, PS5 Wii Tools, which was made by Enameled. Really appreciate it. And now I'm going to choose Terminal 2. And as you can see, it automatically detected my device. And it's a COM3. So let's make a choice, number 1. And I'm going to press Ctrl E, Enter. And now I'm just plugging power cord into the console. I've just done it. Alright, so as you can see, the sold bridge has responded, and now we've got this message, yeah? And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press the power button, and that's it. 1 second blue light of that, there's nothing else to do. Now I'm going to find the error code. You need to type ERR log 0. And as you can see here, this is actually our error code. in the console showing us where is the problem. So the problem is here. So what we need to do is going to press Ctrl C. Now let's go type this error code, PS5 UART. Alright, so as you can see, we found that error code, and it is APU VRM power failure 6 phases. So we've got different error code here, and it's related to the APU VRM power failure 2 phases, but our problem is in the line where it's 6 phases. Yeah, so this is our problem. Alright, so now as you can see, we need to focus on this section here and at the bottom and the other side of the board, because this is our power section for APU. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going just to disconnect my tool, unplug the power, desolder all those points. Alright, so this is our APU VRM. This is the 2 phases here, and this is the 6 phases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our problem is here, not here, somewhere here. How can I check this? Alright, so first what I'm going to do. Unfortunately, you won't see this on the screen because I got some problem with my camera. One of my camera is not working properly, but I will tell you what values we've got. I'm going to start from the beep mode, maybe, in Microscope. These two, no, because this is the 2 phases, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 phases are here. Alright, so the beep mode, black probe on the ground. Alright, so on this point is 0, is the ground. But on this point, I'm getting about 300 ohm. And it's the same on each capacitor here. It's exactly the same everywhere. I've got 300 ohm. So what I've done, you know, as I said, I've got plenty of PlayStation 5s. So I took one of the motherboards from the good one, and I compared the results. And what I noticed, that the good working motherboard has nothing here. There's no 300 ohm, it's over the limit. I got OL when I test the good working motherboard. So the problem is somewhere here, maybe in the chip, somewhere else. We will see. Also, what I've noticed, that this goes to the other side of the board, and we've got the same problem here. I think this is exactly the same line. 300 ohm, 300 ohm, 300 ohm is everywhere. So what I decided to do, I decided to apply here the voltage. I'm going to apply 1 volt, about 2 amps, okay? So I'll show you later. Alright, so now, as I said, 1 volt, 2 amps, I'm injecting to each part of here. Yeah, let me zoom in the maximum what I can do to this part. And it's taking 0 amps here, 0 amps here, 0 amps here. Now it's taking 0.7 amps. Let's check the other ones. 0, that's good. 0. Alright, and this section I'm not interested in, because UART error code shows me that the problem is here actually. And I found the problem, yeah? Actually the problem is here, somewhere here. So I'm injecting 0.7 volts. Let's check under the thermal camera. Alright, can we see something? Yeah, we can see some spot, and this is in this area, one of the cap. You see, I'm injecting the voltage, it's taking only 0.7, but it's getting hot. Alright, so one of the caps here is faulty. Alright, as you can see, as I said, I repeat this one more time, that I know already which cap is faulty, and this is this guy. This little guy is causing the problems here. And I thought at the beginning this is the big one, but no. Alright, so I'm going to quickly remove this cap, and I'm going to take the donor board and replace it with the good one. It's gone. Let's grab this one. Alright, just to test it, I'm going to inject the same voltage, 1 volt, 2 amps. Oh, okay. So we got 0 amps. It was the one from where we replaced the cap here. and we've got 0 amps. So now it's not taking any current. Now it's good. Okay, so we found the problem very easily just because of the UART, and I'm glad. Otherwise, I could spend hours and hours trying to figure out what's wrong with it. And finally, I got it done. Okay, so what's the next step? The next step is to try it. Alright, so now I'm plugging the power cable. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. Let's press the power button. Okay. And we've got white light, and it stays on. Alright, I'm going just to turn this off and test it on my telly. Alright, so the console is off. I'm going to the telly, so I will show you the view from different camera. Alright, so the TV is on. HDMI cable, power cable. Let's turn this on. Come on, give me a picture, give me a picture. Yes, we've got a picture. Alright, so from this point, what I can say, that the UART tool is very useful. Otherwise, I could spend hours and hours trying to figure out what's wrong. Of course, I was dealing with this console for a very long time, and I know exactly what's the problem. But the UART can make your job simple, you know what I mean? So, alright, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.